early pick this Broodmother, and all three of their cores, and even to a somewhat lesser degree their supports, can deal with Brood Spiders. In the last time we saw 3-3 get his hands on a Broodmother, he was against a Luna lane versus Team Liquid, and he kicked the Luna lane and took the enemy safe lane tower and mid tower, and it's just a super high impact. Skitter though, he's looking a little...
Oh, I tell you what, a beautiful remnant here from Thompson here, going with the level 1 point. Do they actually have to follow up? They don't. Skeeter's going to be fine. So, I mean, it was a lovely little catch there, but maybe one that will actually hurt him in the lane now, as he will have to start off that matchup mid with the first point in Remnant.
Yeah, Luna just a little bit too tanky. 9 armor when you're in your tier 1 tower. He's just going to sit as tier 2 for the regen and just be pretty much full. Oh, they're Remnant in here too.
They are. Thompson just throwing remnants all over the shop, trying to find a bit of a catch, but hey, this might actually end up turning around on himself as the arrow's in. Thompson is falling pretty low. If they got enough damage with the Splinter Blast, they do. They'll get that first blood, Tundra. They'll lose Fada for it. But Thompson, the first one to die here in this first match, as he's going to have to turn up to the lane, and say with a bit of an awkward skill here at the level 1.
Term results, and Bastard is definitely an item for that.
Look at this top here, this aggression from 33. He just tears Sumail apart. Look at the arrow connection onto No-Tail. I see No-Tail's able to get away. He's into the trees. Snake he's going to have a leap in a second, but No-Tail already with the south popping. Snaking will at least be able to cancel a good amount of that healing. But yeah, 33, just knowing the exact strengths of the Brood, Sumail just gets turned upon, and he can't do anything. In fact, No-Tail stepping back in range. They're going to jump forward. They're going to be able to bring down the Cottle as well. Another kill here for Tundra on the top lane, as might have been a little slow on the CS, but I mean, you know, this is what. See if they've got enough damage here. Saxa trying his best to juke away from this in the trees. And we'll tell with another stun, but that's going to end up killing him. Spike Carapace is up and ready. Saxa gets the lane left to him. Now Tundra, they're able to make the most of Saxa being on his own, and they'll take him out of the game. Nine, a couple of jumps here with the Astral Step, not enough damage. Nine, he's okay, and he's also very hard to get on top of it. They does have the curse available. Saxa, with the stun, comes in, catches him off guard. Not ready for the setup there from the Lina, as Nine will get caught a little too far up on the high ground here at the mid lane. He's going to have eyes on the Luna now, straight in with the first step. Is there going to be any sort of backup or help for Skeeter? The Moonlight Shadow will be popped, but the sentries are down. They've got the vision. Skeeter will be taken out. OG get exactly what they came hunting for. He's trying for Fada. He's got another step left. And with the Dissimulate, he'll get the job done. That's coming in pretty deep for this Nine. He's not going to be able to get a catch on Thompson, though. They're usually able to step back into the tree line before there's any catch. As Thompson backed up once again by Seb. OG continuing to try and take away this jungle. We'll see over towards the mid lane. 33, he's in aggressive. The arrow's going to connect in onto Sumail from Snaking. Saxa will turn with the Laguna Blade. It's not enough to pop Snaking. Stick charge, Snaking's pretty much back up to full HP. They get in, they get the kill, they get out. OG not able to punish this as of yet. Now look at...
And...
Seb.
1 second here.
They've on the setup. They're going to drop the curse. Thompson and Sumail are heading over. Seb will be able to get the skewer off, but the damage is done. Snaking with the Starstorm takes him out. Thompson jumping straight over to Skeeter, but the Corner Brace comes in place. Doesn't matter. Magic damage from the Dissimulate bursts the Luna. As Sumail and Thompson, they'll look to continue to try and chase down for more. Moonlight Shadow's popped. Do either the cores have detection on the front lines? They don't. So the Moonlight Shadow will allow them the safety. Snaking 9 to get away from them. 3, he's up on the cliff. See if they can find him. They can't. Fada's able to hold back Seb with the stun. Sumail still looking to try and charge in. Thompson ready to swing him from the side. So if they dive in on this, 9 has got the curse up in 20 seconds. It's not going to be soon enough to save Fada. Sumail straight in on top of the Nyx Assassin. Take down 1. Not going to quite be able to get the catch on anyone else. Skeeter farming pretty aggressively here on the mid. Feeling confident with a lot of OG showing their faces over on the top half.
9 setting up for getting set up on here.
See Thompson. Has he got enough? Is 9 going to be forced to use the ult to hold him back? And even if he does, TP's still on cooldown. We'll use the curse to buy him a bit of time, and it will be enough to save him. Curse is forced out, but does mean 9 gets out alive.
So right now, OG, they're looking a little bit at what timings they have. I think they felt really strong whenever they had, you know, the double Vanguard or Magnus Bristleback. Well, they're looking to go on Sumail mid here, though.
I see if they've got the damage for it. Bringing in the whole crew. Sumail is trying to turn and charge out of there, but they've got enough. With the Eclipse coming pounding down onto the Bristleback, they'll take out Sumail. Not enough that the rest of OG, No-Tail and Saxa sitting behind could do to bail Sumail out of that. when Tundra, they're bringing absolutely everything here, making sure that they don't lose any more of these early towers to the aggression of OG, and so far certainly working. 15 minutes in, will have that physical damage to carry. It's top. The setup onto Seb. Fada with the opening, snaking with the follow-up. Seb is pretty tanky, not tanky enough to withstand the damage from these 3-9. Sumail, Seb. Postured aggressively, and they're in! The RP's there, straight in, gets the spider, the babies, everything. As Fada's down, so's the babies, and so's the mama by the looks of it. It's 33 trying to run down the cliff, but he's back in range of the damage from Topson. Curse comes out from 9. Tundra, can they turn it around? Arrow follow-up, straight down onto the Void Spirit. Topson and Seb, they are dead. Sumail running in on snaking, but another leap over the cliff line will get him away. Notel's got a blast coming in. It's not enough damage. Snaking will live.
Tundra get too far ahead. They're going for a Roshan here.
Yeah. 25 seconds until Curse is back up. OG, they want to get this done before that threat's back in the game. 33 is going to start poking from the side. Could look for a steal here. OG's got to be careful of how quickly they pick the items up. As you know, Tundra's going to look to maybe get in on this snake. He'll drop in an arrow, but he doesn't want to commit with his body. He'll stay outside. OG get the space to finish Roche. Aegis now ready on Topson.
Gone for the BKB. He's getting jumped here, though.
And they're going to be able to quickly take that Aegis out of his hands. And pretty much as soon as it's picked up, it's gone. That's the Aegis out of the game. Turner was Fada. Big Laguna coming in before Fada can even get the chance to do anything in return. So they'll delete the Nyx Assassin, and they'll start to try and swing around on the top. In fact, Topson, he's getting incredibly aggressively onto Snaking, but Snaking managing to jump out of the combo in time. See if they can finish off Notel as 9. He certainly can by the looks of it. The damage, the reach, the range here with the Grove Bow. There's no... On the opening stun, arrow for Snaking. Beautifully lined up, but they got the damage to take Topson out before he could jump away. They do. That's Topson gone. 9's coming in with the wraparound from the side. Seb's trying to TP out. The damage, it's too much though. Seb down as well. Eclipse ready to go. Skeeter turns. They've taken down all 3 cores here, Tundra. As Fada starts off the fight perfectly, catching Topson in the trees with the opening stun. And OG, they fall apart entirely there. 3 cores gone. Tundra, as you say, you know, a bit of a slowdown to the momentum that they could potentially have, not getting that Roshan and that Aegis. But OG quickly losing the Aegis up top, and then subsequently taking a horrific team fight there. 3 heroes just dead and gone. Tundra hitting hard. The backlines, they're coming in with a Moonlight Shadow. They're prepared with the walls, but straight away the Curse from 9 comes out. Holds back the offensive here from Topson. And Seb, they'll still look to get the jump in with the RP. Only going to catch Snaking though. 9 able to step out to the side in time. Whilst the Curse doesn't find anything, neither, of course, does the RP. A couple of ults from both sides. Not achieving much more than a kill on Snaking. 9 still, in fact, hovering around here. He's got Fada with the setup. Spike Carapace catching Seb off guard here as the cleave gets reflected, and Seb,
damage.
He's gone. It's too much here. 9 slowly beating down upon him from pretty much an entire screen away there with the reach that this Wyvern has.
All these qualifiers. They smoke up on OG, though. They're tired of this little bug.
They want Fada. They really do. They start to lead in onto him. Snaky's going to draw their attention away from it. See if Topson can come in to finish the kill. He's got the Remnant grab onto Fada. And they'll finally be able to get there. Oh, maybe not. Have they got any further detection? Oh, Fada. They'll step back into the Remnant. But they actually don't on the front of them. They had the sentry down, but nothing else to keep the vision of Fada. Fada's able to walk away there. Increasing this advantage. OG's got a hit on something, but Topson, he's been caught again. Topson's out. Snaking and 9 getting the job done.
So yesterday, I learned that...
Oh, here we go, top. They've found Fada. As Fada found them. He'll turn with a stun. This time they'll kill him off. Fada's not getting away with that one.
If they can jump Winter Armor... Oh, Fada's. He's breaking another smoke here.
Another backup. There's an arrow in onto Sumail. Start to see 9 poking in on Sumail. Killed off Fada. Sumail down to half HP, and Skeeter straight in with the Eclipse. Sumail's got to step up to the high ground. Topson's in with the Astral Steps onto Snaking. But the Cold Embrace keeps the Mirana safe. Topson's having to back out for the remainder of this BKB. Over on the high ground here, 33 keeping eyes on Sumail. Tundra, they're trying to close in on this. OG attempting to back off Seb. He's going to get back in with the 2-man RP. Light Strike Ray down onto the 2 cores. The catch is there. Seb with the RP. Is it enough to turn it around though? Skeeter's still able to get the BKB off, and it's still OG that's having to run. So Mail goes down. Will buy back on the bristle. As Topson He's getting low, jumping back in aggressively with the Dissimulate to kill off the Spider. Seb, he's going to be off the mark with the Skewer. Won't be able to get the catch onto Weaver 33 and Snaking. As Snaking's able to leap over the walls of the Roche pit back to safety. Buyback comes out from 9 with Roche up. Tundra, they want to make sure that OG do not have the space to take this Samael. He's got to be careful. He bought back for this. They've got to keep their Bristleback safe. There's already with the hits of the Arctic Burn. Samael down to half HP. The Curse comes out to hold them back, giving them the space to focus on towards Thompson. Thompson with the Stimulate jumps over to the side, but the Lucid Beam comes out. Thompson goes down. There'll be a buyback here from No Tail. Seb's out. Seb's got a buyback as well. It's a triple kill from 9. The damage from this Wyvern is too much for OG. Samael trying to run. The stun's there from Fada. Samael will fall. That's a dieback on the Bristle. Out of the game for nearly 2 minutes. OG will be able to clean up 33 and Fada in return. But they've got the buybacks. OG's 2 cores, Thompson and Samael, they do not. Tundra's back in with 5. OG's only got 3 to play with.
Look at 9. He's chasing down Seb.
Oh yeah, they just cannot get anywhere close to this Wyvern. Seb, screwing out back to safety. Snaking, chasing them back to their base. Giving all the space that Tundra needs to be able to step into this pit and claim this big second Roshan for themselves, get themselves the Aegis, Cheese, and Shard, with OG unable to do anything about it.
So 9 bought back, and I think that means they're going to give him the Aegis. But I actually think Luna should take this Aegis anyways. Okay, so they do give it to Luna, because I think Luna's the one...
Ready to go. Skeeter very close also to the Satanic. Mid Tops has been caught out. He's straight in and he's gone. He's out of the game. No buyback on Thompson. Once again, just being caught out by these stuns from Tundra, Snaking, and Fada each and every time.
That extra 250 range, 225 range, getting them into your tier 4s and taking the best fight that you can.
Oh,
Skitter!
Skeeter! My goodness, nearly being able to 100 to 0 him, but not quite able to do so. 9 just comes in for the sidelines, curse it down, catches No Tail, catches Saxa. That's the 2 supports out, no buybacks available. Sure, they brought down Skeeter once, but this was part of the plan for Tundra. It's why they gave him the Aegis. He's able to frontline it in, head over towards Samael. It's 4 dead. Samael just getting absolutely hammered down by the Eclipse and the damage from 9. As that's a team wipe here. Tundra, they've got the space to push in onto this top racks now. Fortification will come out, but OG, they'll have Thompson back up in 5 seconds, but everybody else out for nearly a minute. No buybacks available, and Tundra, they know it. Straight over to the tier 4s. GG is called. Nothing to be done here by OG, as Tundra will take this game 1 with such spectacular stuff as the 9 Midwinter Wyvern, as they're going to be pretty happy with this one. Tundra pretty much out-creativitying the creativity you usually expect from OG here, Howie.
Yeah, impact on the heroes from OG. Maybe the Arc Warden one is really good. It basically doubles your Spark Wraith, which I've never seen it, which is why I can't say, but I could imagine that being really strong, being hard to run into, and then you just you put a lot. I also want to mention that 9 is having a fantastic lane versus Arc Warden in the middle. There's even a Marauder roaming on him here.
Ooh, Thompson having to juke the arrow. We'll keep him alive. I say that. Snaking's in, leaping forward. He's looking for Thompson. Needs a couple more hits though. Thompson starting to salve up, sneaking around the tree line. Snaking, he's not going to have enough damage in the tank to finish him off. Still has 1 leap left to try and break away from the 2 of them. But Thompson, he's got the Flux skilled, and they've got the nuke damage with the Purifying Flames. They will be able to punish Snaking for diving in deep. And of course, at the same time, down bottom, OG, they heal up, they're able to strike back, and they do manage to get farther out of the lane.
Yeah, and in both lanes, the Tundra supports sort of going down. Both in lanes that they're already winning. They're going for Seb here, though. Oh, they pop him with the shield.
The shield damage from Fada, it blows him up. Saxa will turn with the Hex. See if they can run him down.
They can run him down, they have boots.
They've got a shield as well if they want to look to dive the tower, and they do. Skeeter, shielded up by Fada, they're in. And Tundra, they'll hit back just as hard, getting the revenge there for losing Fada earlier in the matchup.
I was going to say that it's a huge deal to get kills in lanes where you're losing, but Tundra immediately strike back, and they're not done yet. They're going on to mid here.
Yeah, this aggression here. Straight on to Thompson. Thompson continues to have No Tail stand by his side.
Fada's
swinging over. They'll get in, they'll land the slow here with the reach of the field. They'll take out Thompson, they'll take out No Tail. Double kill for 9 in the mid lane, as Tundra, already just 5 minutes in, making huge moves across the map. They're at a 2k lead. OG's not ready for this pace.
And this is a completely different answer than what we saw from Viking against OG's Alchemist. In that series, Alchemist was free farming. This one, Skitter, I mean, it's not like Alchemist is getting full zone from the lane or something, but he's almost doubling up.
Doubling. 9.
Oh, 9.
He gets another one. Enough mana with the one charge to get another plasma field off. They're popping off big time very quickly to start with Thompson mid. He's trying to TP out. Have they got enough damage? They don't. Thompson will manage to get his main self back to the base. And still, it's back to the base. It's going to be time off the map for Thompson as Thompson continues to have a slow start. Samael, he's come over with the rotation. See if he has enough damage to take down 9. He doesn't! A terrible rotation there from Samael will cost him his life. 9 gets another kill. No-Tail's running up to the high ground. 9, he's going to look to chase this down. 33 turns with the Helm of the Dawn Wildwing Ripper to rip No-Tail's life away from him.
Here they go. They're going on to Skitter here. Do they have damage though?
Let's see. Skitter. He has got enough for the one charge and a Sunder. See if he gets it off. One's popped. And he's not actually quite got enough mana for the Sunder as of yet. We'll step to the side. And he's going to be fine. Saxa ticking down to the damage of the urn. The illusions are out. Skeeter, he's going to be able to pick up a kill on Saxa. Samael at the same time dying to 9. Was that a solo kill by 9 in the mid lane with the help of the Dark Troll Summoner? In fact, from the Helm of the Dawn that 33's playing with from across the map. The 3 of them, they've got to be careful with Samael though. Samael was the only core that was really having a good start. He's come to mid twice and died 2 times to 9. They will get the catch on Snake King. They've got the damage with the 3 of them. 9 trying to poke back in onto Saxa, but he won't head up to the high ground. So OG, they'll get themselves a kill. They need a lot more than that though to recover the deficit they're at right now.
And then they're just running into the jungle.
Seb, and he can't get out of this. He tries to TP, but the Yules is there. I mean, this Razor just completely taking over the game here with the way that Tundra are, as a team, are just enabling 9's aggression. I think it was sort of Milan who talked about the strength of the 23rd pick Razor in a draft, and 9 certainly showing that here. He's having a pretty free game. He's got to look to get out of it. He's going to go for the TP out, but the damage is done. Skeeter with the illusions of the Metamorphosis will take Thompson out before he can get away.
And this is how you want to play Terrorblade. Oh, mid lane though, they're going on to 9 here. This is a big kill if they can get it.
I mean, 9's pretty tanky. He's got the Yules as well to keep himself safe. They're ready to turn. Snake King will get fingered here by Saxa, but Saxa still falls. 9 charges in over towards Samael. The link going as well. Samael's got to step out to the side. Seb has not got any damage to turn back in onto the 2 of them. He's trying. I don't know how much he's going to achieve from getting a few hits on this though, as the slows are coming out from Fighter and 9. Seb's got to get back under the tier 2.
Meanwhile, top lane, you have Helmet Dominator Tidehunter apparently solo killing a tier 2 at 13 minutes in the game.
I mean, he's chilling. He really is in 33. I mean, call him Ash Ketchum because I think he's sort of caught them all. We've seen him play with so many different neutrals already in his first 13 minutes. And everyone to sort of perfect efficiency, from Wild Wings to pulling waves, to Troll Summoners setting up mid, to Alpha Wolves adding that extra damage to push down objectives and take out creep waves. He's doing it all.
But OG, they're not out of it yet. They can still clutch this game.
I mean, he's been caught in the mid hit. I just have no tail by the side. False Promise is at the ready if Samael needs it. I'll try and turn, see if they've got the damage to bring down 9. Stuns in, 9 falling low, 9 off to the side, but he'll go down. OG finally able to bring down the Razor. A big kill to catch. Can they get more from this? They're trying to chase down Snake King. Just fast enough, though, to get out of the reach of Samael and to split Earth. Finally, OG getting pretty much the biggest core out of the game right now. 9 finally has to sit on the sidelines. He's sitting in that bottom half of the net worth. He's had to compensate and get these.
And I don't know if he has time. Look at Tundra. Same as OG last. They're pressing the issue. Just going to take this objective on the map.
I know, OG's got to kind of let it go. There's not really too much they can do when it comes to bringing together a team fight around the pit, especially when the Metamorphosis is up for Skeeter. I see what sort of an impact it has. I mean, when you do the maths, do the numbers, it is going to allow him to kick out a lot of damage. Eternal Shroud done as well. So Samael is going to be pretty survivable on the front lines, especially with No-Tail having the backup. Oh, arrows connecting like that, though, might cause issues. Samael's going to turn with the Nihilism. It's actually not really amping up that much at all. Tundra seem being pretty unfazed there by that aggressive attempt from Samael. The Ravage comes out. He catches the 3 of them plus the Tempest double. That's 7 Samael gone. The Tempest double to fall as well. But, well, no, in fact, they've got their eyes set on bigger targets. They're going to go for the real heroes, chasing down No-Tail. As No-Tail false promises himself. He's got no escape available, though. He knows what's inevitable as his life will come to an end. Another kill for 9. Straight from the Rosham down the mid lane. They've got the setup on the high ground. They're looking towards him. Arrows coming in. It's going to connect onto Thompson, but they won't go forward. Zach,
but they're going on to Tidehunter mid here. This is their chance. They have no Ravage.
They're in. Stun control. Fodder. He'll offer up an emphatic shield. it won't be enough to save him. Finger comes in big from Saxa. They'll burst down the tide. And even more than that this game, with Topson still needing time to recover, get himself a few items. See, up in the jungle, they'll go to look to burst down 9, but 9's got the Aegis. He's going to be ready for another round. 15 seconds until the Ravage is back up for 33. Fada getting focused, still has the borrowed time to rely on Sumail. He's been silenced. False Promise comes out from No-Tail to keep Sumail alive. Over to the side, they're onto Topson. Topson gets blown up. As Topson down, they're heading towards Skeeter. Do they have the damage to take down the Terrorblade? They don't. Skeeter turns, gets the Sunder off. Ravage is ready to go. 33 catches all remaining heroes on OG. As OG get team wiped by Tundra. It's not going to be able to get close enough by the looks of it. And if anything, has to be a little careful. Skeeter is in the neighborhood. And meanwhile, 9, he's killing off Seb top. Seb steps up. A quick kill onto him. OG, they really want to, they're still trying to go for this, but the Bros under there from Skeeter, keeping Snaking healed up. Sumail still on the front lines as he got enough damage to kill Snaking. He's trying to chase him. Snaking will finally fall, but it's been a lot of pressure here from Sumail. Sumail has got enough to deal with the rest of them. 9, he's in with the BKB, ready to chase down Sumail with the static link. It's Topson, he's been surrounded by 33 Fowler and Skeeter. Topson's trying to fight them off. He's got nothing to offer against the three of them as Topson goes down. 9, still with the movement speed, closing in on Sumail. Another slow from the plasma field. He's got your scepter in 8 seconds, not quite soon enough to grab him. Meanwhile, in the trees, Skeeter's on the hunt for Saxa. Saxa jumps out to the side, but Skeeter's able to find him with the reflection as Saxa slowly dying there to an illusion of himself. He will live long enough to TP out, and in fact, it's enough. They don't have any vision or ways to cut through the trees, so he won't die today here. Saxa making it back to safety.
You typically consider to farm neutrals a lot.
Sumail. He's going for Fada. Saxa's got the stun here, 33. He's holding onto the Ravage. Stun will come out, Concoction onto 33. And still just not quite the damage at all here. Skeeter more than fine, turns over towards Sumail. No-Tail, he's got the False Promise, holds on to the last moment really to pop it onto Sumail. Sumail will try for the TP out, but 33 pops the Ravage, catches No-Tail and Sumail. No escape for them. 4 dead again on OG as Tundra, I mean, they really are doing it here, and so many times we've seen in this upper bracket run. Getting in behind the tier 2 tower as well, Tundra. Skeeter will be able to finish off the tier 2 tower. Trying to turn their attention towards Fada, but Fada's more than happy for OG to go on it. Ults at the ready, Sumail forced out to the side. No-Tail, no False Promise for 25 seconds. Sumail, he's going to need help, he's not going to get it. With no ult back up on the Oracle. There's no save for Sumail. Sumail's down for 45, and that's more than enough space for Tundra to step up to the high ground. 25 minutes in, start looking to take down the tier 3 in the back. Topson, what can he do to hold? Has he got enough firepower in him to get some kills? He will get Fada. Big stun from Saxa comes out onto the 2 of them. Snaking getting low, will get burst. OG, they will manage to hold here. They get 2 kills, and that will be enough to stop Tundra from sticking around. They'll keep their tier 3 alive, OG. Pressure's going to continue here with this Roche falling very quickly. OG not in any place or position to put a stop to this one. So here we have it. Actually, Skeeter's going to take everything here. Well, at least the Aegis and the Shard.
This Alpha Wolf creep and Vlad's on 3-3, giving Terrorblade an extra 48% damage.
Saxa. Force out to the side. Sumail. He's getting in on this. 33 with a cheeky aggressive force staff there, pulling Sumail towards them. Sumail.
This is still awkward in Dota.
They do at the hold, they do at the bubbles. They're slowing down the offensive here from Skeeter. Is it going to be enough? Doesn't look like it. Tier 3 still goes down. 33 stepping up, has Ravage good to go. So OG, got to be cautious how close they step towards the tide. And they can't step close enough at all to stop this damage being done. The melee racks falling pretty fast. The backdoor protection does kick in. Bubble as well. They're able to move into the bubble, continue to beat down, and OG, they're just getting torn apart by 9. He heads in with the BKB, the 2 rounds of the Eye of the Storm, and OG, they've got to step out of it. Sumail, again, getting aggressively forced in by 33. 33 playing around with Sumail each and every time he tries to step in. Now Skeeter, he's just on top of Topson, charging down on the artboard. The Ravage comes out, catches the 4 of them again. 33, easily able to land it onto pretty much the entirety of OG's lineup. As OG, they're getting beat back towards the fountain. Topson, only just being saved here by the False Promise. He will live. Tundra, Are they going to get caught on the way out? Skeeter still with an Aegis. Samel looking at Fada. Borrowed time still on cooldown for 30 seconds. Saxa, another nice stun lined up onto the three of them. They'll kill off Fada. Samel charging in the Nihilism as well. And pick up the damage being dealt here to Skeeter. Skeeter, they should be able to take him down the once. Can they do it again? He's got limited backup. Only 33 and Snaking ready to help out. Got the stun opening. Is there anything Skeeter can do to play his way out of this one? Get the reflection now onto the four of them. Any further catch? Seb starting to rev up Concoction. They force him up to the high ground. Concoction's in. Another force. 33 forcing Skeeter down to the low ground. Is it enough to get him out of the reach of Saxa? It is. 33 will get Skeeter the distance he needs to get into the trees, but the Hex is there. The vision provided. The Spark Rev into the trees will allow them to get the catch. Stop Skeeter from getting out. As OG, they may have lost the racks, but they're finally able to find a fight where they will come out on top in terms of numbers. The way that Tundra is keeping OG contained in the base.
And they pop meta here. He wants to go in.
Oh, he does. He popping the BKB. Skeeter's just charging down. He's able to force NoTail to have to false promise himself. 33 holding on for the reaction. Now pops the Ravage. Again, catching the four of them. They move in 9 with a refresher. Second charge. The BKB in the eye of the storm. Runs down NoTail. NoTail will turn to be able to keep Samel alive, but it will cost NoTail his life. Thompson does turn, take down 33. Thompson will win the duel this time round as he holds his ground, beats him down, but that's Seb out. 9 heads over towards Thompson, catches him trying to sneak back towards the base, and Thompson, he's out. He's 90 gold short of buyback. He's not going to have buyback available in time. They do manage to get kills elsewhere, though, with Samel and NoTail running down Snaking. For a second round in the fights, and they're heading in with the smoke. See what they can find. Skeeter, he's ready to go in aggressively. Jumps forward straight away. NoTail having to instantly false promise himself as he attempts to force his way out of here. Saxa gets focused down by the damage of Skeeter. Saxa out for a minute. No buyback, but they're forcing him in. 9's ready to go in even deeper onto Samel. Samel trying to turn with the aggression of the Nihilism. Skeeter in focus, but he's still got the Sunder. Good to go. 33's in with the Ravage, catching them all out as they try and get back towards the fountain. A buyback has to come out from Samel. Samel getting straight back in on Fada. Stun, catching out Skeeter. Skeeter, he's still got a Sunder. Is he able to get it off in time? He is. Sunder Snaking gets him back a good amount of health. Refresher pop from 9. Jumps straight back in over to NoTail as NoTail's out for 80 seconds. 9's able to clean up with the triple. Gets Thompson. Turns towards Samel, but Samel, he's still got a lot of fuel in the tank. He's ready to get burning down the rest of them. 9, he's got to step out of here. Seb beats into Snaking. Samel jumps forward. He's able to pick up another with the blink. Triple kill. Ultra kill for Samel. Samel, he's holding on here for OG. The Concoction over towards 33. He'll blink away. Forced to the side. It will still connect. Samel, he's got blink up in a second. He's not going to go looking for the tide though, but again, does cost a buyback here from Samel, but a huge buyback indeed as he manages to clean up the majority of Tundra one by one. What's the move? They'll try and take some quick control back of the jungle, and they will indeed duck straight into the pit.
And this is a refresher orb. I think if Razor had egged him, you would just give it to Razor. He literally kills the tier 4s and throne in 20 seconds. But because they don't have it, I think 3-3 is just going to grab this up. It is so incredibly powerful. The double Ravage, I mean, maybe this is what they need. Just a little bit more oomph to their team fight, where they can burst heroes on Ravage and meta.
And it's gone. So second set of racks now exposed. Tundra, they're going to head in aggressively. Skeeter, straight up, popping the Metamorphosis. OG, what have they got? They're coming with some good defensive before the 33's in! Straight to the back lines, finds the Ravage onto the 3 of them. They take out NoTail. That's NoTail out. No buyback. Samel, he's not got his Oracle. He's not got his save. As that's Samel down. 2 minutes. Saxa gone as well. There'll be a buyback from Saxa. But no Samel, no NoTail with the buyback still on cooldown.
Thompson's doing a lot of damage.
He's got to do some heavy carrying here. He certainly is. Skeeter getting low, but Skeeter, he looks to jump back in aggressively. Sunder onto Seb. Skeeter's up to full HP. Still has the Aegis and the BKB ready to pop Skeeter. Saxa lines up the stun, but the reach is there. 33 and 9 jump in on top of him. There's 3 dead on OG. No buybacks available as Tundra, at the least, will be able to get the mega creeps. Maybe even the game itself as well. Thompson and Seb. What can they do here, the two of them? Double getting caught out by the arrow. 33 able to force the double outside of the bubble so they can take it out. You'll set him onto Thompson as they close in upon him. Thompson is trying to stand his ground, forced out to the side, but they've got the damage, they've got the chase. Thompson is out. 4 dead on OG. They've got fortification to rely on. NoTail's back up in 5. But without 2 calls for more than a minute, what sort of miracle can OG achieve here? Seb is trying to head forward. False promise out from NoTail. It's keeping Seb alive, but Tundra, they're just focusing the objectives here. Fada and Skeeter looking to close it up onto the tier 4s. Buyback finally comes up for Thompson. He's back in, but Seb's out. No-Tail as well, only just surviving it back in the base. They're popping the BKBs. Tundra, they're actually going to ignore the H, and they want to get more kills out of this. They take out the double. Thompson, can he hold the base here? The final tier 4, starting to fall. Skeeter jumps in straight away on a Thompson. Thompson, he's out of the game for good. As that'll be it. No more backup here for OG as Tundra, they'll claim the victory. GG called by OG as Tundra will take this series 2-0 and they've secured themselves a ticket to the grand final here at the Western European qualifiers.